Welcome to another episode of Into the New. We have a new sound guy, Lyric, who's making us use Audacity now. So hopefully sound quality gets better. I also got a new mic. So I'm here with Todd on another episode. This one's going to be kind of an intro episode again into some things that we want to start doing. We have a really fun opener that I think a couple of you are really going to enjoy arguing with us with. That's kind of the point. So why don't we go ahead and hop into it? Todd, I'm sure you have seen all of the TikToks and Instagram shorts of Star Wars canon characters, like who the strongest are. So I got a list of the ones I've seen the most on average put up for top 5. That being Luke Skywalker, Anakin or Vader. They're kind of interchangeable as far as this goes. Sidious, Obi-Wan, Yoda, Dooku, Dark Revan, Darth Bane, Darth Plagueis, Dark Nihilus, and Mace Windu. And now there's plenty more out there, guys. We just kind of picked the ones that we've seen the most, and we both compiled lists. So I'm going to let Todd go first, share his list. I'll tell you why his list is wrong, and then I'll share my list. So Todd, take it away.
Bring it on. So I changed mine very last second. Little spoiler.
Nice.
We compare it
Yes,
slightly. So you made a good case. 1 is going to be Yoda, 2 Sidious, 3 Nihilus, 4 Revan, 5 Anakin Vader. We're just gonna consider those entities the same, one and the same.
So who's your number 1? Who's your strongest?
Yoda.
Okay,
I changed.
You copycat.
I did.
You
I absolutely
completely threw me off.
Absolutely
when
did.
You went from strongest to weakest. So, all right. So mine, I'm gonna go the normal way. 5th strongest, I've got Luke Sky Guy. 4th, I've got Sidious. 3rd, I've got Nihilus. 2nd, I've got Raven, and 1st, I have Yoda. And I was the original person to put Yoda for the rest of you out there.
I'll condone it.
Yeah. So I think our lists are actually quite similar. I really wanted to put Mace at 5th and put Luke at 4th and take out some, but I just couldn't. Like, some of these, like, to me, I struggle with, like, are we doing only canon or are we doing, like, some non-canon? Like, I didn't even want to touch Legends. And so I think, like, it's hard to kind of nail down who's the strongest and what timeline. But I think, like, your main runner has to be, like, a Yoda to me. Like, I don't know. Like, he's just so strong. Force abilities, saber fighting, like, just all of it. Like, to me, he's just S tier in every statistic. I don't know how you feel on, like, some of the others, but I think we both agree Yoda's, the GOAT.
Absolutely. I mean, we'll say the swordsmanship, the knowledge, wisdom, the force using, the abilities. I mean, just all of it really. There's a reason why he's at top, and there's a reason why I changed at the very last second to throw you off.
Yeah, you did. That one, I was pissed. I sat there and spit my beer out for a second. I was like, you copycat. I should have gone first. No, I like it. So I think, like, you're... Okay, we got to move to a private call.
No, it's all good.
I think...
popped in for a second.
Yeah, hey, Flick. I think... Like, to me, I struggled the most with where to place the Sith on here, because if you look at, like, some canon stuff, I don't see how a Jedi makes top 5. Even if we're using, like, only canon, like strictly movies, TV shows, things strictly run by LucasArts or Disney, I think this, like, they always lose. So, like, where do you put them on that, like, ranking systems? So I'm like, we have World Eater over here. I don't see Yoda eating worlds.
Sure.
But he will just ghost pimp walk around the the destroyed world.
Man, Crip walking on Dagobah just any given moment.
Yeah. But that's the other thing. Like, I wanted to put Qui-Gon up there just for, like, sheer force ability to be the first Jedi to, like, successfully be able to hit, like, what is the Phantom State or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's super powerful, super impressive. Like, he had to teach Yoda how to do that, but I mean, man couldn't even take on Darth Maul. Bro is holier than thou. Anywho, I digress.
Poor guy.
So yeah, I would have put Darth Maul on there, but he's half a man.
Yeah, half the man I used to be. It's a half Borg, as described in Cyberpunk.
Half Borg.
Half
oh
Borg.
My God. All right. So, I hope that gave y'all some.
Get Luke off that list.
No,
Get
Luke's
Luke
guy
so
forever.
off that list. He could have been not in the movies, and the shit would have fanned out the same way.
Disagree. What?
All right, no.
Oh
It's
my
a running
God.
joke. Is that in Return of the Jedi? It's a running joke on the internet that all the dude did was show up in his Chanel boots, help them escape in like this way over convoluted heist, and then just kind of dipped out. I don't actually agree with that, but it is a
I've
long
seen
running
it,
joke.
but I didn't think anyone actually agreed
no, it's
with
a
it.
long
I
running
was
joke.
so
that,
caught
like,
off guard. I was like,
huge shout
"Don't
out
tell
to-
me you think Darth Jar Jar is coming
Oh,
next."
dude, yeah. Hold on, hold on. I gotta change my list. No,
Darth Jar Jar is S tier above all others.
it's just so
Praise Darth Jar
discreet.
Jar. Fucking A. All right. So let's move into kind of the next part of this episode. And I'll let you start it off. And then I'll kind of jump in whenever I guess like that time is.
Absolutely. So, this is going to be kind of setting the parameters for future episodes. We want a variety, of course. We don't want to be known as, say, just a gaming podcast. Honestly, like, Sin and I have spent way too many times where we're up way too late, past our old man bedtimes, speaking on, say, politics or, say, moral values or just even, just rando current events. And the thing about Sinister's and I's relationship dynamic, it's very interesting. I'm very blessed to have Sin in my life because he keeps me grounded. And I think the art of good conversationalism is kind of dead. Sin and I, to describe it, just equals and opposites. Anytime I have an opinion, I'm like, I bet I know who will have the exact opposite one, but whom will have reasoning for such. And so it's a really good way of, I call it tunnel vision prevention. When you have someone, same kind of moral values as you, same kind of end game goals, so to speak, but has just a very different way of going about it. We argue, or it's more or less discuss, it's going to sound like an argument to some people, about topics that there are no right answers. Everyone wants things to be black and white, right? And we thrive in the gray. And because of our backgrounds, me working in finances and having a minor in, what was it, economics?
Yeah, history and economics.
And, just having... shocker, Sinister knows about history. And so learning from it, making sure we don't repeat said mistakes, but, don't impose old values. And so a lot of these episodes are going to be starting to touch on like politics, starting to touch on kind of, sensitive subjects. But at the end of the day, neither of us possess any malice, any bigotry. It's all in the greater pursuit of knowledge and the betterment of the society we live in.
Yeah, and I think when we first approached each other about doing this, I had sent you a podcast that I've really been enjoying and listening to, is the Politics Guys.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a collective host of college professors, all across the spectrum of political values. And they just get on and discuss. And we wanted to add some of those episodes. We feel like we're going to have these conversations already anyways, with or without the podcast. And so we figured, like, in the art of just being completely transparent and, like, hopefully not trying to teach people how to think, because that's not what we want to do. We don't want you just regurgitating what you hear here. But just showing, like, no, discourse can still happen. People are with differing views, values, and stuff are able to respect each other's views, communicate ideas, and it's a give and take. Like, we are going to be wrong on some things, and that's okay. Like, that's what the other person's here for. Like, I can't tell y'all how many times Todd has maybe edited a draft of mine for Twitter and vice versa. He has saved me from getting canceled a number of times. Oh man, this one this weekend was a good one, wasn't it?
We're really bringing in some metrics.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can't wait. But no. And so like we're not going to do every episode on this. We don't want this to just become another political podcast. But we're entering in the time in American life where presidential debates are quite prevalent in American life. We have a lot of thoughts we'd love to share. Um, there's a lot of exciting debate topics on the docket right now. We're looking at presidential indictments. We're looking at the economy on the verge of a teeter totter. There's a lot of things out there that would be good debatable topics where we feel like we could grow off of each other's knowledge. And those of you who listen, I think, would benefit from having a very mutual discussion where you're getting really kind of all over the spectrum of opinions. Todd is a very liberal conservative. I'm a very conservative liberal. Is that a good way? Oh no, wait, I'm backwards. I think you're a very conservative liberal. I'm a very liberal conservative.
Yeah. No,
Is that better?
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, but like people, I think, peg me on the internet a lot as like just another dumb Republican. Is what somebody tweeted at me the other day. And I'm not. Lock Trump up, baby. Let's go. I fucking hate Andrew Tate, man.
Oh man.
I'm not. I feel like I don't have a party. I feel like Todd, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like you're not completely on board with the Democratic Party right now either. We're two people that have strong opinions, but they don't necessarily get pigeonholed well.
No, and I think labeling is the beginning of the end, because now you have these
killing us.
Fucking long ass. Well, I am, say right economically, left more there's 6 subcategories when it comes to just the main opinionated basis, and then you can totally go deeper based upon say the level of knowledge you have. Say I'll just use Marxism as as an example. Either pro, against, it just goes down to I've had to explain this to a few people, because
which version of Marxism are you referring to? Which author?
And they're like, oh, are you a lefty? I'm like, actually right-handed. Thank you for asking, but no.
What a great answer! What a great answer!
But it'll be liberal, leftist, Democrat, Republican, say right-winged, conservatives. They're all very different, and that is, I feel like it's not known that they're subcategories amongst one another.
Well, and I feel like people just use terminology now and they have no idea what it means.
Oh yeah.
It's are you a Democrat? Well, technically. Are you liberal? Yes, I am liberal. I believe in the common space and sharing of ideas. Man, it's ridiculous. But no, we just really wanted to throw this episode out as a PSA. Look, there are going to be some episodes that we are going to touch on touchy subjects. No, this is not going to be a place that hate is allowed to prosper. But we are going to talk through some tough moral debates. And I think Todd said it the best. When we're dealing with moral topics and moral issues, it's messy and there's not always going to be the correct answer. And that's something that each person has to decide for themselves. And if any of the ideas that we share can help you, I think that's a win in everyone's books.
Oh, absolutely. Just the enrichment of knowing whom you share an environment with, different lifestyles. It's just something that it isn't appreciated anymore, and I think that's why say our friendship, for example, has just only been able to grow since it started. Just getting into these topics that other people would be like, don't speak about that at the dinner table. And I'm just like, it's a 3-course meal. We got to knock out about 9 topics by the time we're fucking done with this. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And,
I know.
And just some background, for just to kind of paint the image here. It's I come from a very interesting family. I mean, I am the son of...
Interesting's a word for it.
Yeah. It is every color of the rainbow.
I still need to meet your family. I still need to get out there and see everybody.
Absolutely, you do. And so, I'm the son of 3 moms and 1 dad. And that's a long explanation itself. But essentially, I'm the son of an interracial lesbian couple who very much so ask how Sinister's doing. Say we planned a trip out there, very much so know the position he possesses in my life. And, the inquiries happen, back and forth. And so it's just one of those, it does a good job at playing how there's nothing but acceptance, and it's just learning about what, how to move forward.
Yep. Exactly. No, you put it great. I don't know if you saw my DM. I think
I
you
did.
chuckle at
Fuck
that.
you for that.
Can
Got my
I say that
thresholds
out
a
loud?
little
I
high.
didn't know if that was podcast worthy.
No, you're fine. You can fucking say it.
So I just DM'd him while he was like, I am from a family of 3 moms and 1 dad. I'm like, yeah, and Todd's the only Mormon. No, but it's no, like for sure, like yeah. I mean, you're coming down to see me here in July. We got a bunch of buddies coming down. Like everything is about growth. I think that's the big thing. Like, you know, I'm sure if you're listening to this, you've already seen me get into it on Twitter with people, guys. None of it's ever about hate. Unless you're banning guns, no. But you know, it's all in the spirit of just knowledge and betterment. We're all gonna have differing ideas. We're gonna think different things are good and bad, and like that's a good thing. Like, how boring would a country be? Like, you start to get into like The Giver in like 1984 books. If everyone agrees, everyone's all like. No, like you don't want a society where there is no conflict, because then things can't get better. You know, I come from a coaching background. Like, how is growth done on an academic level? Things have to get torn down and be rebuilt. So you can't grow if there's never any conflict. Like, if your ideas are never challenged, then are they your ideas at all?
I like that.
So yeah, so I think that's where we want to go. We're still going to keep this a nerdy ass Star Wars video gaming podcast, guys.
Oh, thank God.
1 in every 6 episodes, 1 in every 8 episodes, somewhere in there, maybe politically motivated. It just really depends on what's going on in America and in our personal lives. But we just wanted to give a ground rules episode. We didn't want to just jump right in and not spit on it first. But you know, this episode, I hope you enjoy the opener. I hope you enjoyed kind of this midsection. I think we may want to tell 1 or 2 funny stories just to kind of wrap it up. I know Todd's got a couple.
Oh, man.
We're also going to look at doing some shorts episodes that we're going to kind of throw in on the weeks that we don't have a podcast scheduled. Y'all go ahead and vote in the comments for us below which story you would prefer to hear. Todd, what did you title that story you texted me?
Oh, I had 2 of them. I had Super Speeding Senior, and Stoners on Ice.
Stoners on Ice. I might vote for that myself. But I have Redneck Fight Club, and I don't really have a title for it, but just like Bombs Gone Wrong. I guess there you go.
Proper
So y'all let us
disposal.
know in the comments which story y'all would like to hear on our first short. I know all 4 of the options will be very entertaining and funny. And what we may do is y'all vote 1 story a piece. Some might be a little longer. Like Redneck Fight Club's probably going to take 20 minutes to get through.
Yeah.
God, I'm still
And I'd
surprised
love
I'm
to
alive.
have these like animated. So like at
Oh,
some
that'd
point,
be awesome.
at some
Yes.
point, it's just gonna be normal conversations. Like I really do want like the first like say like 5 minutes to be like, so how was your day? You know, what's going on? You know, just to like
Yeah.
you know kind of bring in the essence of like this is just two guys that instead of getting therapy, we
Shooting
got
shit,
podcast baby.
Podcast and beer. Actually, my pastor did not like my my small group ideas for this session of small groups. Our church does like
Really?
every couple of months we rotate small groups, so you don't ever get that like toxic small group that you can never join.
Okay.
Um,
okay.
Which is really nice. I don't know if any of you have a church background, but a lot of times, like, you'll go to a church and you'll try to join, like, a small group or a Sunday school, but they've been together since they were in youth group, so you always kind of feel like the outsider.
Okay.
Our church rotates them to help avoid that. So I put some names in the hat, and needless to say, he wasn't a fan. I had Whiskey and Worship,
I love it.
Bourbon and Bible.
Isn't that like wine and painting?
Yeah. I had a wine one. I think it was wine and Witness and Wine.
Ooh, that's a good one. Witness and wine. I'm
Witness and
stealing
Wine, right? I'm like hops and God, I forget what the hops one was, but yeah, I had like these great
Hops,
drinking
holy
analogy
hops?
ones. Holy hop. Well, that's better than what I had. We're going with holy hops. But he was not a fan.
that. That's awesome. Oh my god.
He was like, "Oh, sir, we need to keep this serious. Suggestions only." And I was like, "Oh, that was
yeah,
serious."
I'll say I committed my afternoons to this. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I are indeed that one pretty hard, man.
Any humor in that environment is my absolute favorite. It's
Oh, I know.
gotten me dangerously close to being in trouble a few times, but it's just not appreciated,
I've
you
had
know?
a pastor mid Sunday sermon call me out for misbehaving before, so I know how that goes.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
And so, yeah, I would say I'll just touch base quick on the futures of the podcast. You know, it's going to be a variety. How you explain it, if anyone is going to recommend this to anyone, is just it's a variety. We are going to be more on the electronics world oriented, based on sometimes esports, the streaming, gaming, just everything as a general. But at the end of the day, it's going to be nerds and talks that you usually have at 3 a.m. driving around aimlessly.
Yeah.
Those existential crisis conversations, because
yeah.
they're the best. They really are. And then anything that anyone wants to be animated, we'll start polls. Because man, I believe you and I share this background, is watching the RT animated
The RT
adventures.
shorts. Oh,
Man, I show those to my
Such good
mom,
memories.
and she still watches them.
They've gotten, God, they're bad now. But when
Are
they
they?
started, they were yeah, they're not great.
That's
right
unfortunate.
now. And maybe they're still great. Maybe I just don't like the new cast.
There's too many damn new people. Like they replaced everybody.
Yeah. So maybe people like the new ones. I hope they do. I hope they do for their success, because I don't want something I loved dying.
Yeah.
But man, give me back. Give me back the crew. And I know they've graduated and then gotten some canceled. But
Yeah. Well,
I'd
fortunate.
say Rip Haywood, but no, fuck you, Haywood.
Still alive, fortunately.
Yeah, I know. Fuck that guy. But no, I miss the old crew, like when Ray was there. God, those were some good stories.
And so yeah, anything. I actually totally. I stole it. I sent everybody on Teams for a whole business day messages and quotes, including this is when I worked with my mother. That's a real good way to drive someone up a fucking wall. I found that out from that RTAA, was that you could totally fucking mess with someone if every message you send for no reason at all, no punctuation, but in quotes, you can just totally fucking mess with the whole world. But yeah, going forward, Sharon, there's gonna be some jackass style stories of us just being young and dumb, and say plans for the future. But really, it can be silly topics, it can be serious ones. Any recommendations from viewers is gladly accepted. We are on Spotify now. Someone won't give me the Twitter login.
I'm doing it right now, actually. I literally was going, wait, shit, I need to give him the Twitter login.
Our marketing hasn't been great. It's been
Yeah, we're fine. We're currently in the process of firing our head of marketing.
yeah. It's just me looking in the mirror going, you fucked up today.
All right, change password.
Yeah.
That's the current password.
We're not good at
Shit,
this.
I need the email. Oh, God.
Is it the
All right,
fucking
I'm going to figure
school
this out.
one?
It's the new school Gmail. Yeah.
Yeah, the new school
Oh,
one.
wait, hold on. I have it.
Oh, thank God.
I have it.
Oh, thank
I
God.
have it. I think I have it.
Our stock
Maybe.
started to dip right then and there. I could just see the graph. So yeah, gonna start marketing those kind of ideas. Gonna start. We just want to have fun with this. NSO backed away from being the organization. Now we're a content group, and we've done a good job, say, streaming, but the YouTube side hasn't really gotten much love. Editing, at the end of the day, is the biggest
All right, I'm in. I broke in.
roadblock. Nice. Okay. You remember when Lyric had to hack our own Insta? That was fun.
I don't, but I believe it.
Oh, you don't? You were not
No.
happy at all. You were
Oh,
actually no,
well.
not you. This was Alex. Hold on. We're going way back. Alex was so not happy with Lyric.
Oh, I remember
Yes,
this.
'cause that's when you were. I don't know if you were captain and
All right,
just
log
like.
in really quick. I think I had just been brought on.
Yeah.
Like just in head of esports role. I think it was like my first week.
No, that was.
Try to log in really quick. I just
Yeah,
sent it
yeah,
to you.
doing it right now. But no, that was a rough week. That's actually someone who I want to reach out to here soon. Is Alex? See how he's doing.
See if Lycan's hired any more questionable members.
Yeah, see if damn poachers not only across the pond, huh?
Jesus.
God,
That was so dumb. Like, why did we get mad over that?
we got mad over a lot of things.
We did. It's just Siege does it to you.
Siege, honestly, I keep
Yes.
getting so I keep getting recognized in public for NSO.
Nice.
Yeah. I wish, it was famous enough for like a picture and an autograph, but not there yet. But yeah, no, that's really humbling whenever someone goes like, yeah, no, I used to watch them, and like I'll name drop a couple players that are far more frequented, and no, that's always really cool.
Yeah.
How the hell do you
No,
sign
that-
into
that
another
is-
account?
Hit the three little dots at the bottom and add an existing account.
I actually don't have that choice.
You do.
Creator
Should be in the bottom
Studio
left,
set.
right
Oh,
beside your
no,
name.
hold on. No, I see. Those three dots. There's two other
Yes,
three
sir.
dots above more.
Just that little ace I had last night with the circumcised M4.
I did not. Did
Oh,
you say
it's a pretty good
circumcised?
clip. Yeah, I took the suppressor off.
Oh, okay. That's the language used for.
Oh, that's what me, Panda, Flick, and Wolf all call it. It's when we're circumcising a gun. You're taking the suppressor off of it.
That's awesome. That's someone who I want around a little bit more often. I got logged in.
All
The
right.
hell's with Monkey Man?
No Wi-Fi at his current house. It is spotty at
Still?
best. Yeah, they have satellite, I think.
My man is.
Like we played a game with him the other day, and he lagged out of it twice.
That is so unfortunate. I want his situation to be better, because like he's such a good guy.
Oh, I love Monkey to death, man. I'm glad he's
yeah.
coming down this summer.
Absolutely. No, that's.
Oh, by the way, do y'all want brisket or ribs?
I think I voted brisket when you
Brisket,
asked that.
okay.
Oh, I did. I know. Did I ever send you the picture that my TT made fried ribs? Like breaded fried ribs.
I don't. I.
It was the fattest shit ever. I loved it. It was so
Okay.
good.
I'm glad it was good,
Bro, I'm telling you.
does not-
No, here's the thing. I'm not even a rib guy.
Yeah. Okay.
I cleaned that shit. I was gnawing on the bone with the dog on the floor. Like it was ridiculous. I don't think you're gonna try it anytime soon. I can hear the skepticism in the silence.
Look, man, I've tried deep fried brisket against my better opinions, and it was actually good. So I would try it once, but I don't. I don't like the way it sounds.
Bro, it was so good.
I don't agree.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited for. Some barbecue cuisine that I can't get up here.
Oh, dude, I can't wait.
My family
I
throws
love,
down,
I
but
love doing that kind of stuff.
I have. Do you want deer?
Yeah, fuck
Okay,
yeah.
cool. We have like two deer in the freezer that's not doing
Hell
anything,
yeah.
but being frozen.
What day are y'all driving down? I took the whole week off of work.
It was fucking nice. Wednesday, I think it was the 6th.
Y'all driving down Wednesday night.
Yeah, I took the extra day off, so I think I have
Perfect.
7th through the
Perfect.
the 10th
I've
off,
got it budgeted
or
to eat
11th.
out like once a day, and then I'll cook the rest. That way
Okay.
we can eat out dinner or something like that. But
Exactly. Yeah, I have that
I'm not
fancy.
trying to blow my entire new raise.
Man,
Especially
Panda.
with food getting so expensive now.
Panda's gonna be racking up some tabs, and we'll just tell you that now. We've spoken about how we drink, and it's gonna be rough. I mean,
Well, okay, that's what I was going to warn y'all about. There's not that many good bars to go to around where I live, unless you're going to Charlotte, which I would not recommend.
I mean, I think it's at the point. My standards are a little higher. I enjoy the
Well,
smoke.
I like going to like. Do y'all want clubs or just a place to drink?
place to drink. I would actually.
Okay,
My favorite
I've got
bars
some
are quiet.
great places
There we go.
to go then.
No, my favorite bars are
my
fucking quiet.
garage. But no, I should be getting a poker table in soon to go with my pool table. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Pool table is gonna be. I think is gonna be the highlight.
Oh, I gotta get my freaking kitchen fixed first, man. Insurance. That's our next episode. Is me just bitching about my insurance company.
Insurance.
I won't name who they are, but it's a farm that has a stake to it.
Fucking. Did you know they have the most amount of lawsuits for any insurance company.
They're fucking about to get one more, baby.
No, my buddy. Well, we won't go into any more detail other than this. He's licensed in my state, and the teacher actually opens up every new semester, course, etc. with "Do not do what they do. We are using them as the example to not fucking follow."
Bro, I had to threaten them with Lainey.
That was awesome.
I have a 12-month-old. She's starting to get a cough. If this is anyway related to the open water I have in my fucking house, who do you think the courts are going to side with?
That's good. That's good. Because, like, before, if it was just your dog, that would be a really hard battle to fight.
Well, no, like, dude. All right, next episode. Guys, you're getting a preview of next episode. I am tilted. I will stay tilted until next week. We will see y'all next time. Yeah.
Have a good
Love
one,
you guys.
everybody.
All right, I stopped recording. I think I stopped recording. It hasn't stopped for me.